My name is Jermaine Lewin, and I'm an MMA fighter. But that's sent for me. And then ain't no coming here. Like I think it was June or July when I did my first training. That humbled me as a person. Dan said to me, "Oh, you wanna have a fight? Fight for? I'm just training to just keep myself busy." Even though people are shouting and swearing or screaming, all that kind of stuff, I can hear them.
Yeah.
And this gave me a leg kick. So my leg, oh. But yeah, I'll be doing that move as long as I can.
Yeah.
I don't want to see your face.
Yeah.
Because when I was walking out and I looked to my left, they're behind my corner team. That was a moment figure though, to be fair.
Yeah.
When I watch it back, I think, what am I talking about?
Welcome to this podcast, and thanks for passing through. Really appreciate you passing through today and on your day off.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Listen, before we go into this episode, one of the things we strongly believe on here, right, is that you can't be what you can't see. And in the community, in our community, there's a lot of, we're having problems with knife crimes and things like that. So what we're trying to do is use this platform not only to show what people are doing in the community, but also to have some of those upfront discussions about people's journeys. And when I listened to some of your podcasts, your last one, and I was surprised that you said it was your first podcast as well.
My first face-to-face one.
I was surprised, but there were some things that interest me in terms of your journey, and we're going to go through it anyway in this podcast in more details. But before we start, for people that's listening or watching, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Jermaine Lewin, and I'm an MMA fighter.
Okay. And to be fair, I'm going to be honest from the get-go, right? MMA is not something that I was deep into until I saw your podcast. So that's one thing I can say, right? You're having a positive impact on people because it's made me start to
thank you.
Look into MMA. And it surprised me as well because there's some local people that's doing quite some good things in there as well, which it was nice. It's nice to see. But what I always say to people as well is we're going to go back, right? So before MMA, before all that started, let's talk about some of your upbringing. So where were you born?
I was born in Jamaica.
Okay.
Born in St. Catherine, and I was raised in a little community called Olava Bay.
Oh, Olava Bay.
Yeah.
Yes, I've been there.
I've been there before.
I've been there. Yes. I went there. Good couple of years ago now. This was before my daughter was born. See, I went there. Olava Bay. I remember that.
That's where I'm from.
Okay. Is there much MMA fighters in that part of Jamaica?
Obviously not when I was growing up.
Yeah.
But obviously now there's a few MMA fighter.
Okay.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Because obviously MMA is a fast growing sport now.
Yes.
So you get them everywhere now.
Yeah.
MMA fighters. So it's very good, man, to see everybody doing mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
It's good.
And what's your recollection? When did you move to the UK? What age?
8 years old.
At 8?
Yeah.
So what's some of your early memories before you moved over? What was, Jamaica like for you? A young Jermaine growing up in Olava Bay?
I had a good childhood.
Yeah.
I won't say I was walking on barefoot and all that kind of stuff. Yes, I grew up in poverty. I get that, but I had a good childhood.
Yeah.
Because I was raised by my nan, so she makes sure I had a good childhood.
Yeah.
And very loving from her and all my family. So to me, that was my childhood.
And then what was the reason why you came over to the UK?
Like I said, my nan raised me since I was a little baby.
Yeah.
I never really had a relationship with my mum. And obviously my dad came over England.
Yeah.
So it was just me and my nan. So because it's just me and my nan, I ended up being bad. Like I was listening to her and going out, sneaking out, going out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So she used to phone my dad. She used to phone my dad every night and tell him, his son's being bad and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So one day, my nan said, you going to England? Well, over there they call it foreign.
Yeah.
So I'm like, England, what's that? Your dad? You going to spend some time with your dad?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. So, but that's sent for me. And then I ended up coming here. Like I think it was June or July. It was summertime.
Yeah.
And I was just counting down the months, like counting down all the months.
What, to counting down the months to come
here?
Yeah,
to come back, to go back to Jamaica.
Or to go back to Jamaica?
To go back to Jamaica. Because
Okay.
I didn't really have no friends. Oh, nothing like that, because obviously I was still a kid.
Yeah.
I had no friends, nothing. Just me, my dad, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I count on the month, come to the last month. I said to my dad, can I go back now? He's like, nah, you're not going back. So after that, I just started to cry for a whole week.
Jermaine, let me take you back a little bit, right? I want to ask you this: when you was coming to when you came over to the UK, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that this was your place now, that you're staying here, or did you think, okay, I'm going there for 6 weeks holiday and I'm going back home? Did you know it was the plan for you to live here?
No. It wasn't my plan.
No. So then you've come, right, and you've, for the whole week you're crying now, you've realised now this is your reality.
Yeah, and just had to end up going to school and meet some friends.
Yeah.
That was it.
What school did you go to?
The primary school.
Yeah, primary.
I actually can't remember the primary school.
Yeah.
It was like in Balls Green.
Oh, okay.
The hospital.
Oh, okay.
You know where the McDonald's is?
Yes.
We used to live behind the McDonald's. So you used to go for alleyway. And
is that by the Birmingham the Blues football ground?
Not that far. No,
not that end.
Not that part.
The other.
Where the hospital is?
Okay. Yes.
Not the bottom. I think that's the bottom, innit?
Yeah. That's the bottom end. That's the bottom end. You're talking about way over the. Yes, I know where you're talking now. I've caught up now. I know where you're talking. So, what was the schooling like then? Like, in terms of the friendship and the culture and everything, what was it like?
What, Jamaica now?
When you're over here, you've come over here now.
Yeah, it took me a while to get into school. To be fair.
Yeah.
Because obviously I came here, I still had the Jamaican accent.
Yeah.
I only started to have friends when I went to secondary school.
Yeah.
Because I went to two secondary school. I went to Saltley. That's in Balls Green as well.
Yeah.
Not far from my old primary school. Went there. I was in there for about a year.
Oh, okay.
I was in there for a year. Got in a fight. Got pulled out of the school.
Yeah.
Then I ended up going Hodge Hill.
Oh, you went Hodge Hill?
Yeah, I went to Hodge Hill.
Okay.
And that was like a pretty different school. That was a pretty different school.
Yeah.
Hodge Hill was a different pretty school. And that's when I met some friends.
Okay.
And I still talk to them to this day.
The
friends that I've worked with.
Yeah. Okay. So then in terms of now, so you're going through now, because I'm interested to know, with the fighting MMA, was that something that you've always thought of doing, or did you just stumble across it? How does MMA come into your journey?
I always say this, but I'll say it was like an accident.
Yeah.
It was an accident because I was going to the gym with Leon to lift weights. Sometimes he just like to go to the gym.
Yeah.
We go to the gym just lift weights. I feel that make him muscle pump.
Yeah.
So he phoned me again and said, "You want to come to the gym again?" So I'm like, "Yeah." It's in my head. I thought we're going to the actual gym to lift weights again.
Yeah.
So he's driving. I'm saying, "To where we're going? This ain't the same place we're going to." He's like, "Nah, I'm training. I got a fight." So he's preparing for his fight. So got to the gym. I'm sitting on the bench. So they're not like running the floor. I don't know what they're doing. So I'm thinking, what the hell they're doing? Man is running on the floor. So I'm like, I said to him, "You gonna train? You go train, and I'll just go do these weights." He's like, "Nah, just try it out." It's like, I ain't got no clothes to try it in. So it's like, I got spare clothes. So this game is having his spare clothes. So obviously I can't back out now. I'm not gonna make an excuse up. So I took his offer, and then since then, I've been training ever since.
Yeah.
And that's when I fall in love with it.
Okay.
Because that when I did my first training, that humbled me as a person.
When you say humble you as a person, like break that down a little bit in terms of...
It makes me carry myself in a different way.
Yeah.
Because everyone think they're like a bad man, all this kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
you go in a mixed martial art gym
and
you go on the mat with somebody,
yeah,
it will humble you.
Yeah.
It will humble you or break you.
Okay. Yeah.
And that very, very humbled me.
It sounds similar to like with boxers, because you know, with the boxers and you know, any type of sports, but it's the discipline side. It kind of like brings people, like as you said, it humbles people, because you always think, okay, someone that's in the gym, ego, they can box and fight, they're out there having a fight and so forth, but it's more of the discipline side of it. Okay, so then in terms of the journey now with this mixed martial arts, is it something that you started to train like on a regular basis? Like how often was you training back then?
I was training every day.
Yeah.
Like every day, 3-4 times a day.
Okay.
So I like this. I want to get better at doing it. I never think to myself, oh, I want to like compete or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or just like, it's just something for me to get out of the house and keep myself busy, because if I don't keep myself busy, I end up doing like silly things.
Yeah.
Cause I get bored very quick. I'm one of them kids.
Yeah.
Not a kid, but I'm a man now. So when I get bored, I'll end up going outside and end up doing something.
Yeah.
And get myself in trouble. So I say to myself, I'm gonna stay in the gym.
So
stay in the gym.
What does the gym training look like? Is it a lot of grappling? Is it weights? Is it cardio stuff? What does your training session look like?
When I first started, I was just doing everything.
Yeah.
Like anything, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, bit of boxing. Well, I was doing mainly jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never missed any class when I first started. I just keep on doing it. Just keep myself busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when did the kind of like the bouts come into place now, like in terms of your first fight? When did you decide to say, do you know what, I'm training and I'm gonna start training for a fight?
I start training when I was 28. That's when I first started, when I was 28.
Yeah.
Everyone started to say that's pretty old, but I wasn't doing it to like compete, like I said before. And then I was 2 years in, and then Leon said to me, "Oh, you wanna have a fight?" So I'm like, "What am I gonna fight for? I'm just training to just keep myself busy." He's like, "No, just try have a fight. Just have one fight,
yeah,
and see." So okay, cool. This is like, I'm 2 years deep now. Now I was 29, and I had a fight in July.
Okay.
Like a week before my birthday.
Yeah.
A week before. So I ended up being 30. So my first fight
at 30.
At 30 years old. That's my first fight at 30 years old.
Yeah.
You won't think I'm 30?
Nah.
I'm 31 now, but at the time I was 30.
So, you know, when that first fight, because I'm interested to know the lead up to that fight. What does the camp look like? So you've got the fight secured.
Yeah.
And you're, say for instance, you're a couple weeks now before this fight comes up. What is the camp? What does your camp look like your training regime, and what are the things that you're doing to not only physically prepare yourself for the bout, but mentally prepare yourself?
Yeah, when like my first fight, I really didn't understand what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
Like a pattern.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this day. I'm gonna do that day. I was just training.
Yeah.
Like I make sure I was training hard, going on my runs, preparing. And the guy that I was fighting, I just watched his fight. I said, okay, cool. Well, I didn't know what kind of style that is, because I never even someone tell you what it is, you won't understand, because you've never been in a situation like that.
Yeah.
So I was just training, and then that's all I was doing really.
Yeah.
I was preparing. To me, I was preparing for the fight, because that was my preparation.
And where was that first fight? Where was it?
In Hockley.
Okay. So now you drive into this arena in Hockley to the fight, right? What's going through your mind? Because you're training for it and you're getting ready. What's going through your mind now? You're on your way to this fight.
To be fair, I got there. It was during lockdown. Lockdown was easing up a little bit.
Yes.
So this time everyone have to like everyone's to sit down. No one can stand up at the time.
Yeah.
So everyone has to sit down. So I got in there and look at the chairs. I'm thinking, no. I just felt normal. Preparing, my team come, my family comes, all my friends come to see me fight. I still feel normal. Get my hand wrapped, I'm like, I feel normal. But when I heard Jermaine, ready, I'm like, shit. And then I had to walk out. So if you watch my first fight, you can see how long I took to come out. So I'm saying to the guy, like, when can I go?
Yeah.
It's like, you can go when you want, just enjoy it, mate. So okay. So I'll stay for 2 more minutes. that's why the wait was so long.
Oh,
I was like taking everything in.
Yeah.
Embracing it.
Yes.
So that's why I was standing there thinking, okay, I'm really going to have a fight now. Everyone's gonna watch me now. That's what I was saying to myself.
Yeah.
So when I was walking out, I see these some big ass steps. So all I'm saying to myself, don't trip up. That's why I was walking so slow.
Yeah.
That's why I was walking so slow. I was like, don't trip up. Everyone's watching there. And this is going to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just walking so slow.
And then you got that man with the camera, that round thing was in front as well.
Yeah, he's in the front. And then obviously the woman will put, I think it's a woman. The woman put the Vaseline over your eye.
Yeah.
And there's the same cameraman's in my face. The flash in my face thinking, why am I so close to my face? And obviously you get to the other guy, he search you. I don't understand why they do that. Like, you can't take nothing in there.
Yeah.
So they tap you down like you're going to the club.
Yeah.
So enter it, and then like, I'll make a quick prayer, because obviously I believe in God.
Yeah.
I'll make a quick prayer, and then and that was it. And just walk in my corner, and then my corner was talking to me. Like Leon was talking to me. So
Yeah.
everything he's saying, that's all, like nodding to him.
Was you taking it in though? Because like
Yeah,
people's talking to you.
Yeah, I think
And was he?
yeah, he told me just go in there. I'll talk you through the fight. Make sure you listen to what I'm saying to you, and have fun.
So there, your camp, right?
That's what Leon said to me before I went to the fight.
Yeah.
To the fight.
Okay. So your camp is at the side, and you're in the cage, and they're like, are they shouting orders to you, or can they only shout at the end of the round and talk you through?
You can hear them through the round.
Oh, okay.
You have to make sure you listen to your corner. But I know my corner's voice.
Yeah.
So even though people are shouting and swearing or screaming, all that kind of stuff, I can hear them. Yeah. Because obviously it's people that I actually know that's in my corner.
Yeah.
So I can hear your voice from a mile away. Don't matter if someone is shouting or whatnot. So I'll make sure I listen.
Takes a different level of concentration though, because as you said, that arena there's going to be people shouting, right? Your opponent's corners shouting orders to him, and then you've got your corner shouting orders to you as well.
And the ref sometimes.
The ref is getting his piece in as well.
Something depends what you're doing. Yeah, you're just holding on to someone not doing nothing. Yeah, tell you to move and all that kind of stuff. But the referee do speak as well.
Yeah. So now, right, you're in the bell's gone now. You're starting to fight. Like, are you just switched on now? You're in mode, and all your training is coming back, or is it?
I was just sitting there thinking, I'm actually fighting, and then I'll just keep on moving, like trying to judge the distance. Yeah. And then it just gave me a leg kick. So my leg, felt a bit weird. I never actually had a leg kick like that before.
Because I noticed he kept kicking that same, like it was target.
My first fight. Yeah. You talking about my first fight? Yeah. He kicked me, then he went to try and take me down. Yeah. So he went to the body lock, trying to take me down. So that's why we keep on moving. So he ended up on the side of the cage. Yeah. But me and one of my wrestling coach, my Greco coach, Marcin, this one I first started. This one I did Greco for about 2 weeks. Yeah. And then there's a move that he was working on. So when we got to the cage, it just came to me. So that's why I took him. I didn't do it properly. Well, obviously I did the move because I took him down. Yeah, because you flicked him and I took him down. Yeah. But when you did the proper move, I know to do it now properly. Like, I've been drilling now, but when I did the move, I ended up in side control. Yeah. When I took the guy down, I ended up in side control, and that's what Leon was like, head over head. So I'm like, okay, cool, head over head. So that's why I was getting up slowly, and I started laying some punches. Yeah. So obviously the person will automatically turn and give their back to you. Yeah. They'll automatically do that. Okay. So then because that's the one you won, that one, innit? Yeah, that was my first one. Yes, you won that. What was that feeling like after, like, so you've done? I felt great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt great, and then obviously I did a little dance. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why.
You know,
I don't know why. I don't know why.
even the commentator said, I can't remember what he said, right? But the commentator said something, and it's cracking up. Where did that come from?
I was watching the movie. I don't know. I can't remember what movie I was watching it. I seen it. I think it was Health, you know.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell was doing it. I think that movie is funny. I was keep on doing it. I was doing it with my niece and nephew all the time. This is like over TikTok. Before TikTok was like very popular, like before it was all about the kids was doing it.
Yeah.
So back then, every time she's like, "Oh, can we do a dance with me?" So we just used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Even at Christmas we do it.
Yeah.
But she's older now, but she thinks she's too grown now. But
Yeah.
she don't like me doing it now. And obviously at my fight, I just end up doing it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a moment thing.
Yeah.
It's a moment thing.
I can imagine it's your first fight.
Yeah.
Just turned 30. You've won this fight, and the emotions have just come. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just spur of the moment. Is that going to be a signature move?
I think it is now. It's not, I don't think I can do it for that long. But yeah, I'll be doing that move as long as I can.
Yeah. Okay. So again, right, in terms of the camp now, because on my research for this, you train with Team Renegade, and they're number one in Europe, right? You've got Leon in your camp as well, right? So I want to talk about do you feel pressure knowing that you've got that team behind you? Do you feel pressure to perform? So when you go out there, you've got to perform and you got to bring back the win and so forth.
I do feel pressure a little bit, but that makes me want to train hard, because it's not about bringing the win back. I don't want to make myself feel disappointed in myself.
Yeah.
As long as I go out there, you could still lose and still fight your best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As long as you did your best in there.
Yeah.
Everything went as planned. That's what I'm mainly focused on. Yes, obviously I want to get the win.
Yeah.
Of course I want to get the win. But you have to drive through pressure. Yeah, pressure should be your best, like bring the best out of you.
They always say, you know, when you're training or doing something, if you train slightly outside of your comfort zone, that's where you know that you're putting that work in, because it's never going to be comfortable. You're always working out. If you're in a gym and you're the best there and you're inside your comfort zone, you're not growing as an individual. You know, it's difficult to grow. Yeah. But going into your fights now, so you've started to, because you've had 5 fights altogether, isn't it? So
I had 3.
Is it 2 of them was 2 cancelled?
Yeah,
was it the
2 was cancelled, but altogether I had 3 fights.
3 and 2 cancelled.
Yeah.
So, and you've got 2 wins and one loss.
Yeah.
I want to talk about, because that one that you lost, that fight.
Yeah.
What was that feeling like? You know, like when, you know, they gave you the scores and so forth, you've lost this match. What was going through your head?
When I lost, I know I lost the fight. Obviously, you can see by my reaction. Like I was sitting on the floor, and I know I lost. Like, I know he wasn't the better fighter than me. It did enough to win. Yeah, you know what I mean. He did enough to win. Yeah, and I'll give you hats off to him for that. And obviously, when I got off the floor, that's what Leon's like, and my team was saying to me, "Put your hands up, like." Even though you might lose, still put your hands up. Yeah. Show the judges that you won the fight. Yeah. And obviously, when I just walked out with my head down, obviously say congratulations to the guy, give him a hug. But when I got back to when I got to the changing room, it took me like an hour. Took me like an hour to come out of my changing room.
Was it just you in the changing room, or was it you and your team?
Me and my team.
Yeah.
Obviously, when people like have a fight, win or lose, they go down. Some take longer, but me, I had to like soak that loss in. Yeah. So obviously, I was talking to my team. Yeah. And stuff like that. but my family wanted to see me.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't happy with my performance. I just like basically like hid away.
Mm.
You know, that's the right word to say. I was hid myself away.
Yeah.
I felt like I should have did my best, and I feel like I didn't do my best in that fight. So that's why I was in that changing room for like an hour.
Yeah. And was your family at the fight as well? Your family was there, really?
Some of my family was there.
Is that pressure though, having your family actually there watching you? Because I suppose that they're in your view while you're fighting as well, and you can see them.
There wasn't in that fight.
Yeah.
And I said to them, next time you come to my fight, I don't want to see you.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. Like I don't want to see you. I don't want to see your face.
Yeah.
Because when I was walking out and I looked to my left, they're behind my corner team.
Yeah.
And all my family. So every time I go into my corner between rounds, because I did 3 rounds with this guy. He went to the distance.
Yeah.
So every time I go to the round, after the rounds, I can see my whole family. So that's putting more pressure on me to perform. So my game plan has gone out the window. Now I'm just fighting instead of like fighting with a plan. I'm just fighting.
Yeah.
And I felt a bit strange. So that's why I was after my loss. I was in the changing room. And people phoning me say, "Oh, everyone want to say bye to you." I didn't come out.
Not at all.
I did come out, but everyone was gone by then.
Oh, when you came out, family was gone, and
only 2 of my family was left because they wanted to see if I'm okay and stuff like that. But I didn't come out till an hour.
Yeah,
I felt bad in my way, so that's why.
And what was the journey like now? Because the journey from that loss there, because you've come back now and you're going back to training. What does training look like in terms of, is your team looking at a strategy for the next bout and looking at areas that they think you could have improved on and so forth? What's that whole training regime like?
After my loss?
Yeah.
I just say get back in the gym.
Just back to
get back in the gym and look what happened.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to watch that fight back.
It
took me a while to watch that fight back. I watched that fight back, and I went, okay, that's what I need to work on. And then I ended up doing the same thing in my 3rd fight.
Yeah.
I wasn't letting my hands go as much. So that's why I said, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna do more kickboxing now.
Yeah.
More Thai. That's what I've been doing since January.
Okay.
That's what I've been doing.
But is that all part of the learning journey as well? Because as you said, you haven't had like loads and loads of fights, right? And you're learning. And one of the things, right, and we was talking about it earlier, but it's that that hook, that shot. Because again, it may be because of experience, or it could have been nerves. That was your go-to for that fight there.
To be fair, it wasn't. It's just like what I wanted to do. My body wasn't reacting to it.
Yeah.
So that's all I was planning to. I wasn't planning to do that. Like what I wanted to do, my body wasn't like reacting to it.
Yeah.
So that's why I just keep on doing the same thing. It was working.
Even the ref,
it was working.
The umpire was going in.
Because I was watching the fight back. I was watching them last week. To be fair, last week the commentator was taking the mick at me. To be fair, I was laughing because it was funny. It's funny.
Yeah,
but that will never happen again. That will never happen again. And obviously, I got a kickboxing coach.
Yes.
We're putting everything together.
Yeah.
We're putting everything together. Like he's telling me what I need to work on more, what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
Like he can see that I'm doing wrong. And we keep on working it. The less things I'm doing wrong, he's gonna sharpen it for me.
Yeah.
I have to worry about that. That's my downfall. But we're working on something.
Yeah.
We're working.
And I want to talk about that fight as well. The first round knockout. That knockout.
TK, you know.
Yeah. TK.
TK.
Listen, that one there, right? I'm sure I heard a jaw crack, but I saw him get up, so it was all right. But what was funny, I shouldn't even say it's not funny still, but when you had the interview at the end,
Oh.
he says that I left my coffee back there, so I'm gonna go back in. It may be still warm. I was like, man, it's just not TKO'd someone, and now he's gonna go back and drink his coffee.
That was a moment figure though, to be fair.
Yeah.
When I watch it back, I think, what am I talking about, man? Well, like something happened to you.
Yeah.
You just speak just because you're happy.
Yes.
And
yeah.
you just catch some great moments.
Mm.
And that was it. Like, that was a part of the moment, just telling you what happened.
Yeah.
Because I was still thinking about the coffee. That's why it took me a while to get the coffee. Because I went to like 2 shops.
Yeah.
The corner shop and the Jamaica shop.
Yes.
Never had it. And I said, oh, it's petrol station. So I went to the petrol station and got my coffee.
Mm.
So I wasted all that time, got my coffee. I didn't even drink it.
So what? So you got your coffee, right, and then you've gone to the arena and you've just jumped into this fight, or
as soon as I got to the arena, my coach like, go and get your hand wrap, because obviously I'm on next. Yeah. I'm one fight away to be fighting. Yeah. As soon as I got my hand wrap, I had to start to warm up.
Yeah.
You know, loosen up your body and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's what it did. By the time we warming up, the guy just come over. I said, you're on next.
So what about all the warm up, and because you normally get
10 minutes warm up? Yeah, 10 minutes warm, because I thought I was on a bit later, but obviously they said to me, oh, you're on at 8:10.
Yeah.
So okay, cool, I got enough time
to go and get your coffee and
get my coffee and have a little stroll. And then I got a phone call from my coach saying, you're 2 fights away. So what do you mean? He's like, you'll get your ass here, blah blah. Cuss him in the phone. So that's how I just ran to the venue. Got my coffee, got there, got my hand wrap, left my coffee on the side, and that was it. I just warmed for like 5-10 minutes with my coach. And just went straight into the fight. Was it still warm? Was the coffee still warm? No, that was cold. That's what the lady said. It'd be iced coffee. Iced coffee. Yeah, something like that. I don't remember what she said.
Yeah. So do you know what? You know when you reflect, right, on, as I said, when you first started, the training and how it looks like when you first started, is it the same? It would have changed now, innit? Is it more tighter now, or what is the training like now as opposed to when you first started training? For, like, say for instance, for your first bout.
I understand more.
Yeah.
I understand what I need to do. I understand to shift my body weight.
Yeah.
I understand the technical move. Yeah. I understand why I'm doing that move.
Yeah.
Before I just do a move. But now I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like now I know how to get a reaction out of someone.
Yeah.
To give me something so I can do the move that I need to do.
When you say a reaction out of someone, what do you mean? Like, make them do a certain things, like leading them into the move that you're gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay. And the training now, is it weights, mixture of weights, cardio, running? Is it everything?
Pretty everything.
Yeah.
I do strength and condition now and again, but I need to be more serious with my my strength and condition.
Yeah.
I do a lot of running.
Yeah.
Like I love a bit of running, man. To be fair, I didn't really like it.
But I suppose, right, you need because the grappling, I can imagine that the grappling alone takes a lot out of you. Yeah,
to be fair, like I didn't used to like running until like lockdown.
Oh,
because there's no gym.
Yeah.
So I had to go and get some weights for my cousin.
Yeah.
Put in my house, because remember, no one allowed at a house.
Yeah.
So and then I just started doing running.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make a playlist on my phone.
And then
all my favorite songs.
Yeah.
On the playlist. Get my headphone. I'm running. Thinking this is very like peaceful.
Yeah.
Like it's it's a bit dangerous because you gotta watch left, right, for cars.
Yeah.
That's the dangerous side.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's very relaxing, man. And I love running now.
Okay.
I love it. I love running, man.
And what's the diet like as well? Does your diet have to change on the lead up to a bout?
Yeah.
Okay. And what does that look like?
It's basically like, how do you cook your food?
Yeah.
Like you can't have no oil, your food cooked in oil and stuff like that.
Is that throughout the whole training, or just like leading up to the bout?
When you fight in camp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't have no anything oil or butter in your what's it called, in your mashed potato. You have to have like potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice.
Yeah.
And then when you're halfway through your camp, you have to cut out certain things like salt and sugar and
Is it?
and stuff like that.
So it's just really disciplined then the camp.
And then when you have that chicken and stuff like that, you have to be like plain chicken. But I love a bit of like a spoon of season on my chicken. Yeah, I can't have dry chicken. That's disrespect to the chicken, man. You can't disrespect the chicken like that. Oh.
Yeah, like listen.
You can't.
You see this camp though, right? Is it because some will probably go away to a camp, right, and just be isolated? It's just you and your team. Is that how you run it? Like you're just isolated away and it's you and your team, or you go to the gym to say 3 times for the day, so you go at a certain time, you're eating. Who's monitoring that? Is your team, your camp monitoring it for you, or are you just left to yourself to manage it?
You can ask people to help you, but obviously when you're in the fighting camp, you don't go away and do things on your own. Some people do. Yeah, that's not the right thing to do. Yeah, like it's good to ask for help. Yeah, we all train together. Like we all do everything together. Obviously, everyone got their different coaches and different corner teams and stuff like that. But we all train together. But obviously, like you can have like a nutrition. Yeah, if you want, and you can be on top of your food and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that it will help you with your because some people like they don't understand the intake of food and stuff like that. So they'll get like a nutrition. Because
I suppose that it's different body types as well and different like things that you need to eat to complement your body type.
You can get a test.
Okay.
You can get body scan. I can't remember what it's called. You can get a test.
Yeah. Yeah. So, would you say is the hardest part of the camp? What is the part that you just dislike? You have to do it, but it's the bit that you just say, I just hate this part of the camp.
The weight.
Oh, doing the weights?
No, cutting weight.
Oh, cutting weight. Yeah. Do you have to come down to a certain size? Yeah. Okay.
Because I'm a featherweight.
Yeah.
That's like 66 kg. So you have to just keep on cutting, and the last week before you fight, you have to cut what you got left. Yeah. To make the weight. So because I'm new to it. Yeah. Like I dislike it, but obviously the more I'm into it, I will find like better ways that will suit my body type in it. Because everyone got different body type.
So do you try and keep your weight in a certain weight, then knowing that I'm gonna have to cut it anyway, so I have to keep it in a certain like bracket?
Yeah, I do. Before I didn't, but now I do because that will be less weight for you to cut. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be struggling to cut the weight. Yeah, that means you be focusing instead of training.
Focusing
on cutting the weight more than training.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to keep my weight down as much as I can.
So what's the kind of like the future looking like now in terms of? Is there any sights of going pro, or what's it looking like for you?
Yeah, I do want to go pro. That's one of my main goals, to go pro. So I'm just want to be active as much as I can. Yeah, and see how far this MMA take me. Yeah, that's the plan.
And how long do people normally stay amateur before they go pro, or is it just down to the individual?
It's down to the individual. Some people have like 6 fights and go pro.
And then go pro.
10, 30 fights. Yeah, depends on the age as well. It's down to the person really. Yeah. But mainly some people have the 10 fights undefeated or lost 2 fights or whatever, and let's go pro. Yeah. 7 fights.
And do you select your opponents as well, or is there kind of like a criteria?
They're trying to match you with the similar record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get what I mean? You can't match someone that's like had 5 fights and someone had 2. Yeah. Some people will take the fight. Yeah. Like everyone's different.
Okay. And then the camp as well, because in terms of the camp that you've got and your training camp, are they kind of like setting out a schedule for you in terms of, okay, then this year we're going to do X amount of fights, we're going to revisit it the year after and potentially go pro? Or is it all down to, are you driving everything?
Yeah, it's down to you.
Yeah.
You still can ask for advice in it.
Mm.
You can go to your coach or whoever and said, what do you think about me going pro?
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, you need to have this much fights, you need to do this, you need to do that. So
Yeah.
it's up to you to listen to them or not. But it's good to ask. To see how far you're progressing.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I take from that.
And do you need like agents and stuff? Have you got like an agent or?
Yeah, I'm managed by King management team.
Yeah.
That's what I'm managed by. So I'll just say I want to be active as much. So they'll look for fights for me and just send it to me.
Yeah.
Say, what do you want to fight in this show?
Yeah.
Do you want to fight that guy? I'll look at them and say, yeah, and I set the fight.
What's your family think about it? Like, because obviously you're going into fights. They're probably a bit worried and.
I don't know. I never asked them. I never asked them.
Did they speak to you about it or anything?
No.
Yeah.
No. They never said nothing about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they think, feel about it.
Okay.
You got some family that say, I don't want you to do this, or I'm worrying about you.
Yeah.
My family don't say nothing to me.
No,
they just come. They say, when you fighting, and I'm fighting this. Okay, make sure I get my ticket. That's it.
And then they come and, support. Yeah.
So I don't know what they think.
Yeah. Because I suppose there's probably that little bit of the worry in it. Because in there, right, it seems like there's no rules, but I know that there is.
There is.
Because
I'll get you saying.
Yeah, because the referee said to was the last one? I think it's the one, not the last one, or was it the one that you lost? And the guy was it wasn't holding onto the cage. Well, it kind of looked like he was holding onto the cage, and the commentator was like, "Oh, the referee needs to jump in here, right? You can't hold onto the cage."
He did hold onto the cage.
Was he holding?
He did hold onto the cage. And then when I was kneeing him, he's like, "Ref, I need him his balls." That's how I was looking at him thinking, I didn't need any balls.
Yeah.
People do that just to buy time because they'll break you up. They'll break you up.
Because it looks like there's no rules in there, It looks like you can just do anything in that.
It seems like it, but there's rules.
Yeah.
They tell you the rules before you fight. Just to remind you.
Yeah. So I know that you can't hold on to the cage. What else is it? What other things
amateur, you can't knee them in the head. Obviously you can't stamp on them and stuff like that. You can't hold into the cage.
Yeah.
That's basically really.
And is all amateurs like the three rounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you're fighting for a belt, it'll be 5.
Oh, if you're fighting for the belt, can you in the amateurs?
You can choose if you want to have five rounds or not.
Yeah.
But you can have 5 rounds.
So when you're do you train for 5 rounds, or are you at the moment training for the 3?
I'll spar for 5 rounds.
Yeah. So if you was to jump in the ring now and do a 5 rounder,
do 5 5s.
Yeah. Yeah, because I suppose that you have to condition the body for, because you can go the distance. You could go in there and end it on the first round, or it could go the distance in it.
Yeah, that's what our coach say. We're doing 5 5s.
Yeah,
that's what the pros spar for. So as an amateur, you have to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It does make sense.
So as all your fights been local, are you planning to do like fights in going over to Europe and?
Yeah, I want to fight like on different shows just for the experience.
Yeah.
The show that I'm fighting on July, it's a London show.
Yeah.
I think it's 5-star championship. So they're having the first time in the UK in Birmingham. It's
okay.
debut.
Yeah.
So they come to Birmingham.
How many bouts are on that one? Is it? There's a couple, isn't there, or is it just? Is it just? Yeah.
Like 30, I think.
Yeah.
I think about 30.
Okay. When's that one? I'm looking.
July the 11th.
July the 11th.
Yeah.
When's the tickets out?
I don't know. I ain't got my tickets yet.
Yeah.
I hope I'm on the card. I hope.
But you've put your name in.
I am on there. I'm matched already.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Okay. Listen, we're looking to be down there, You
should come if you've been to a fight before.
No.
Never.
No. So I'm gonna make this one the first one.
Never a boxing fight.
Boxing, yeah, but not MMA. Not MMA.
Oh, okay.
Not MMA. I ain't been to an MMA yet.
You would like it, man.
Yeah, I'm looking to reach to this one.
You would like it. It's a good experience.
Yeah.
You would like it.
So you're all planned and ready for this fight then? The camp's ready and...
Start Monday. So
start the camp on Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Do you know what? We're going to wish you all the luck with this fight, right? We're going to be backing you all the way, And definitely when, let us know where we can get the tickets. And we'll be down there. We won't put too much pressure on you. We won't be in your eyesight. I will bring a coffee for you as well. I will find a way to keep your coffee warm. Listen, before we wrap this one up, right? I want you to just say, if somebody was interested, like someone young or could be any age, wanted to get into MMA, what advice would you give them? Maybe somebody sitting there listening and thinking, I really want to get into this.
Just go to the gym. Just go to the local gym and speak to the person that works there and said, I want to start doing MMA.
Yeah.
They'll just guide you through the right way. But I believe every kid should do some sort of martial arts, because the way life is looking now is not really good.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of knife crime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the kids are bored, innit?
Yeah.
There's no youth centers no more.
This is,
there's no youth. To be fair, there's one. He's gonna kill me for this. He's gonna kill me for this. But my friend that I grew up with, he's got one in Edmonton.
A youth center.
Yeah. I think he's got. I can't remember the name. I'll get back to you that.
Yes.
But he's gonna kill me because I can't remember his name.
It will be, it will.
But it's good. It opened like a month ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah.
Got like PlayStation in there, ping pong in there. So when the kids go in there, obviously they're signing.
Yeah.
So obviously you got their details and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's good to they need to open more. There's one in Wolverhampton as well. There's a big one in Wolverhampton.
These are the things, right? That because we was talking to Michelle from Forever 15. She does a lot of good work.
Yeah, I follow her.
Yeah, she follows me. Yeah, she does a lot of
she does good work. Yeah, I respect what she did, man.
Yeah,
she can't do it on her own.
No, and this is why, like, bringing yourself on the pod, because we was talking on that podcast about things like social media and the music and some of the role that plays, and we was both agreed, and we said, look, whilst we can't stop the type of music that's out there, when we're doing things like this, right, putting it out into the atmosphere so the young people can see that, look, we're in the community and there's people that's actually doing things, or there's things that are on that will occupy your mind. Because you are right. If people ain't got nothing to do, like young people haven't got nothing to do, they get bored. They get bored easy.
Remember when they come up from school, because if you come back from school, you got no activity, no football, nothing. What are you gonna do? Your friend gonna knock on your door. You wanna come out, go out, get in trouble. Yeah. Something might happen. Your friend might do something bad. You get locked up as well because you're there.
Yeah.
So there's stuff. Cause remember, not every parent can afford to put their kids into boxing or MMA, or because it is expensive.
That's the other side I was gonna say.
That's the most massive side. So that's what I'm saying. The youth center, they need to have something for the kids. You do like boxing and stuff like that. Yeah, keep the kids busy. Apart from put football to one side. Yeah. What about boxing or MMA, jiu-jitsu, these kind of things that kids can do? Judo, wrestling, all these things that kids can do, but it's expensive.
It's the expense of it.
Yeah.
But also as well, those things that you've just mentioned is the discipline side of it, because as you said earlier on in the pod, you went into it, right? You didn't know what it was, and you went into it, and it just humbled you. Yeah. It's had that immediate effect on you. So like it's humbled you, and those are the kind of sides of it where you're doing any sports like that. It's the discipline side. It's going to put a different kind of like mindset.
It's good to be disciplined though. Yeah. Because you need to have discipline in life. It doesn't matter what, you have to have a bit of discipline. Yeah. Like, as a human being, you have to have a bit of discipline. Like you have to. And
it's accessibility. Yeah. Because as you said, right, that the young people don't have access to these things like readily easy for them. And also they may not have people around them that's going to say, just come to the gym with me, because it's hard. It's, you know, in the community, you probably don't have those kind of people around you. But as you said, your friend's doing that thing in Erdington, and hopefully, you know, the kids, that's an avenue for the young people. They see you in the community and know that you're doing something right. So that again is a positive message that's been sending out to them.
Yeah, like you can speak a lot to kids, but they need to see him. Kids follow by example.
They need to see, yeah.
They follow by example. You can speak to them as much as you can.
Yeah.
Some listen.
Yeah.
But not a lot listen to you.
Mm.
So if they're seeing you doing good, they will follow you.
Yeah.
And that's how I notice with kids.
Yeah.
They might not. I'm not listening to him, but they copy what you're doing.
Yeah. They're seeing it.
They see what you're doing, so they'll follow what you're doing in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you can save one kid's life, then that'll make yourself feel proud.
And you know, the good thing about it as well, right, is, you know, people are accessible. The ones that are doing it in the community, they're accessible. And hopefully, you know, you all maintain and keep being accessible. Not saying that to open your doors to everybody, and you know what I mean, because you need your private life as well. But right, you know, people need to be, as you said, people need to be able to see you in the community and say, do you know what, that's possible, you know, because I saw when my man was doing his runs in the morning. I saw when he was on his camp, and you know, he's preparing for his fight. People can see it. They can see the process. For
example.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're sending a good message, people will follow that message. And people will listen to you more while you speak because you're doing something positive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and that's how I look at it. So as long as everyone do their bit, I think we can do a lot together.
Yeah. What's that one message, if it was one thing that you could say to people listening, what's that one thing that you'd like to say in terms of your journey, or a positive message to people?
Just if you find something that you love, just do it.
Yeah.
It could be anything. You don't have to be fighting or anything like that. Anything that you feel positive and you love doing, just do it and stay on it and stay focused and stay busy doing it. That's what I would say. And
also, it's never too late, because as we was talking, right, and you was mentioning about your age.
Just get started.
Yeah.
Because the longer you wait, you become an old man, and you be like, I wish I did that.
Yeah.
Why wait for so long to start doing it?
Yeah.
Yes, it might take you longer than other person, but everyone's journey is different.
Yeah.
As long as you start doing something that you love, then in the long run, it's gonna worth it.
Jermaine, thank you for coming up. Right, it was really pleasure having you. You know, up here, right? And you know what, we're gonna be supporting you now all the way through, right? From the amateur all the way through to when you go pro. I will always ensure that we've got a coffee for you, and we'll keep it warm.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's one of my goals.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's the main goal. Then when I do go pro, then I can make a different goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Man, thank you for coming up, and good luck with your match.
Thank you.
Bless.